Hi students, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're watching this video for the first time, subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that whenever I upload any safety related videos, you will get immediate notification. First of all, I'm really happy to see you after a long time because for the past 2-3 months I haven't uploaded any video related to safety. And, in this video we are going to learn about how to score more marks in Nebosh. Okay, my first tip: write more points. Okay, for example, if it is a 10-mark question, write at least 10 to 15 points or 12, 13, above 10. That's important. Okay, most of the students are writing below 10 points, for example 8 or 7 or 6, so you will be scoring only the correct points. For example, if only the 5 points are correct, you will get only 3 marks, and if only the 6 points are correct, you will get only 4 marks. So try to add more and more points. Okay, and second thing, most of the students are worried about the word count. I have been repeatedly saying that don't worry about the word count, because it's not about the word count, it's about the correct points, how many correct points you are writing. Okay, for example, the students those who wrote 1600 words have scored more than 60 marks, and students those who wrote 3000 words, they fail. It's because those 3000 words are wrong. Okay, but these 1600s were correct, so that's why there is a difference in the marks. Okay, so they will tell, I wrote 3000 words and this guy wrote only 1600 words, how he passed and how I failed. Okay, so there is something issue, so I don't know how to write. So that's what I'm saying repeatedly: try to write the correct points and don't worry about the word count. Okay, if the points are correct, you will get marks. And the next thing, I know answer, but I'm only 50% sure about that particular answer. Okay, write it. Don't worry, because there is no negative mark. The Nebosh is not awarding any negative mark. So if you are 50% sure that the particular answer is correct, write it without any hesitation, because you are not going to lose anything. Whereas if you are only 10% sure about the particular answer, don't write it, leave it. But if you are 50% sure about the answer, write it. At least if it is correct, you will get 1 mark, and if it is wrong, you are not going to lose anything. Okay, and the next important tip is write related to the question. Write or highlight the points related to the question. For example, if it is a question related to negative indicators, identify the or highlight the keywords related to negative indicator. For example, if the question is to, if they ask you to write the negative indicators of health and safety culture, don't highlight training, you highlight it as lack of training. Okay, the same way, if it is a positive indicator question, highlight it as good training or provision of adequate training. Okay, relate it to the question. Most of the students are not doing it, they are just writing training, and they are writing some unwanted stories which is not required. Okay, and the next important tip: don't waste your time. Don't waste your time by writing wrong answers and answers which are not required to be written. For example, if they are asking any question related to health and safety culture, most of the students are writing the definition for health and safety culture, which is not required. You are not going to any mark for the particular definition. You are asked to write only about the indicators of negative health and safety culture. Only write it. Why you want to write the definition of health and safety culture? It's not going to get you any marks. Okay, the marks will be awarded only for the indicators of health and safety culture. If you write the health and safety culture, you're not going to get any marks. Okay, and the next important thing: read the question again and again and again, because you have 24 hours. Okay, so read it again and again so that you can make sure that you are not missing any points. Okay, because if you miss 1 point, you will lose 1 mark. If you miss 2 points, you will lose 2 marks. So like this, you'll be losing the marks. At the end of the examination, you may fail. So that's why read the question again and again and again, and make sure you are not missing even a single point. Okay, try to aim for 100 marks, then only you can get 60 or 70. Okay, if you aim only just to pass, if you aim for only 50 marks, surely you will fail. So always aim for 100 marks, then only you will at least pass. Okay, and the next important thing, try to upload the paper as quickly or as soon as possible. Okay, don't wait till the last moment. Okay, so it will if there is any issue, any power failure or any issue with your laptop or any DSC which you are using for the examination, you may end up without submitting your paper. So try to upload your paper as quickly as possible. Okay, the next question most of the students ask, sir, can I write it as a paragraph or write the answers as points? No issue with that. You write it as a paragraph or points, no problem, but they will look how many points you have written. Even if you write it as a paragraph or you write it as a point wise, they will just look for the correct points. Okay, if the answer is correct, they will give marks. Either you write it as a paragraph or points, no issue with that. Okay, and next important thing, you try to read both the task heading and the questions asked below the task, because most of the students, they are reading only the task heading and writing the answer. You have to read the task heading and also the question below the task. You have to relate both, then only you can get a clear or good clarity about the question asked in the examination. Okay, if you are reading only the task heading and not reading the question, you will end up with writing wrong answers. Okay, that's the issue with most of the students, because even for example, last time they asked a question, in the task they identified as roles and responsibilities of manager, and the question is entirely different. Okay, so you have to read both the task and also the question below, and read from the starting to end. Okay, some of the students, they are reading only the middle part of the scenario. Okay, so you cannot you may get answer from the first paragraph itself. So read from the first paragraph to last paragraph of the scenario. Read it again and again and again until you make sure that you understand the scenario completely, and take notes. If there is any points, any hints you identify relate to the question, immediately write it in a paper, so that it will be easy for you to identify. Because when you are reading the last paragraph, you may get the answer for the first question which you have already completed. Immediately write it, notify it, so that you can add it again. So it will help you to add more and more points, more marks, less points, less marks. Okay, and the next thing, if you are writing an answer and if you are pointing the answer as a legal requirement, to fulfill the legal requirement, write the law. Okay, write at least ILO C155 or 164, you will get 1 marks. So most of the students, you are not highlighting the law, you are writing only it's a legal requirement, whereas you are not highlighting the law. At least try to highlight the ILO convention and recommendation. It will help you to get more points. Okay, so these are some of the useful tips to get more marks, and soon I will update another video which contains more tips for the Nebosh students to get more marks. Okay, and thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Have a good day. Bye.